Hello everybody, thank you for joining our session on Standing Out from Your Competition with Digital Marketing by Ingram Micro's Asia Pacific Marketing Team. With the current trend of customers becoming the focal point of an organization, we see and hear more people talking about the increasing importance of customers' experience. Your target audience sees an ad while scrolling through his LinkedIn feed this morning, customers' experience. He clicks on an ad, reaches a landing page, fills up the lead gen form, customer's experience. The next day, a sales representative contacts him about his inquiry, finds out about his requirements, and suggests a meeting to present a business proposal, customer's experience. Bad or good, every interaction between the customers and the organization contributes to the overall customer's experience. So then, who owns the customer's experience? Marketing is taking on increasing responsibility on customers' experience management. Our key objective focuses on customers' journey mapping and customers' experience during the path to purchase. Customers' journey used to be linear, which is awareness, exploration, engagement, purchase, and maybe advocacy and return purchase. But globalization and digitization evolved the customer journey. Digitization also brought us the shiny MarTech tools to collect customers' data and draw insights to understand them better. Scott Brinker, the brains behind Marketing Technology Landscape Supergraphic, compares and categorizes the tools over the years and reported a 5,233% growth of this landscape since 2011. Lastly and most importantly, bringing them together to create elements using our shiny toys to improve the customer's experience with the brand, think marketing automation, CRM automation. And finally, the 3 key takeaways you should consider when strategizing your customer's journey plan. Number 1, build and maintain your digital presence to always be in a micro moment. Be easily accessible to your target audience, be it website, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, social media, Google Business, ads, chatbots, click to email, click to call, etc. There are so many ways to engage your customers. Be where your audiences are. Create a seamless end-to-end experience leveraging on the 8,000 MarTech and automation workflow tools out there. No, I'm just kidding. Find the ones that best suit your organization's needs and budget, of course, and optimize them to create a seamless end-to-end experience for your customer, so you don't risk losing them along the way. And lastly, data. Use customers' data to create predictive models, understand behaviors, patterns, and trends so that you can create personas, effectively develop digital customer journey mapping, and implement marketing strategies that maximize ROI. Most importantly, when you know what your customers want, your business will then be able to meet and exceed the customer's expectation, which ultimately leads to repeated purchase, upsell, cross-sell, build loyalty, promotes advocacy, and improve your bottom line. And now over to you, Justin.
I'm going to spend the next few moments talking to you about social media, which, love it or loathe it, is here to stay. But more than that, social media presents an unparalleled opportunity for us marketers to get right in front of customers and tell them the story we want to tell them in a way that they want to hear it. So, how do you go about making the most from social media? The first thing is understanding it. Now, as social media tells us, bacon makes everything better, and it also makes understanding social media pretty easy. So let's look at the platforms. On Twitter, I'm eating bacon. On Facebook, I like bacon. On LinkedIn, I have many skills, including bacon eating. On YouTube, watch me eat bacon. Instagram, here's a vintage bacon photo. Pinterest, check out my bacon recipe. So now we know what's what in the social media world, let's look at how to craft a strategy and get started using social media to increase traffic, convert leads, and most importantly, to delight our customers. So here's 5 simple steps to success with social media. And the first one is to research personas. So a persona is a composite picture of real people who buy or might buy the product that you're trying to sell. So start by putting yourself in the shoes of the ideal customer who doesn't know your company. What information should they know and how can you provide it? Number 2 is to optimize your profiles. So whether you're using one platform or many, remember that your brand must stand out. So include your company's logo, get all the related graphics and dimension correct for each platform. And remember, just as you would for your websites, use keywords to get your social media profiles found via search. Number 3 is to look for amplification and to build reach. So reach is a measure of the potential audience size. It's not just how many followers you have, but how many followers your followers have. And how do you build followers? Simple, you follow others. Number 4 is to customize your content to the specific platform. So let's go back to bacon. There's many ways of dealing with it on the selected social network, and that's for a reason. People don't go to YouTube to read about breakfast. They go to YouTube to see it. And that's why great content is always geared to the specific network. And number 5, and always a biggie for us marketers, is to analyze. One of the greatest gifts social media has given us is the ability to truly understand audiences' reach and performance. But analysis and understanding are just the tools in the tool shed. You have to get them out and use them to get the benefits. By using the readily available analysis tools, you can accurately track and measure your content and social media strategy against your business goals and objectives. So, with all that being said, the final word from me is have something to post and think before you post. A social media strategy, after all, rests on content. Ideally, content that is helpful and of interest to your ideal customers. So blogs, videos, white papers, webinars, ebooks, etc. Remember, with great content, your social media strategy is highly likely to succeed.
If a picture is worth 1,000 words, what is a video worth? Millions? I'm going to name a few celebrities, along with the income that they're earning per annum. Ryan Kaji, 26 million. Dude Perfect, 20 million. PewDiePie, 13 million. These are people who became famous from, you guessed it, YouTube. Once everyday people who then shared a piece of their life to the public, which are now earning millions off of their YouTube channel, all through the power of video. We now rely on YouTube as a platform, not just for entertainment, but also as an on-demand classroom. If you currently are not taking advantage of this channel to promote your solutions, I challenge you to start. Yes, I get it. You want to start, but you say, I don't know where to start, or I want to get it right and don't want to look bad. Trust me, I probably had 2 bloopers already shooting this video, but not to worry. Here are 3 things that will give you the confidence to start putting that face in front of the camera. 1, consistency in content. 2, positioning. And 3, equipment. Yes, consistency in content is technically 2, but they kind of correlate with each other. And the reality of today is that you don't have to look like a Hollywood star to go viral or have a following. It's about consistency and relevant content. Relevant means that your audience can relate to you, and consistency is being able to deliver. For you, that can simply mean 1 30-second video every Monday during lunch, and think about what your audience wants to hear and give them that. Maybe you have unsatisfied customers for specific products or services, so your video can literally just be reading a complaint letter and then addressing how you're going to fix it and disrupt the service industry or your product industry as well. Next is positioning. There are a few small tricks for positioning yourself in front of the camera. Make sure that you position yourself so that there is space to the left and to the right of you, usually the same size as your body or your head, and look at the camera. Yes, I've been looking at the teleprompter behind me and also at the camera as well. So the best way is really just to act natural and look at the camera without looking at a teleprompter. The lens is really your audience, so make sure to know that. Equipment. Finally, you don't need to have a $10,000 camera. I'm shooting mine on my phone, so you should be able to use your phone as well. One of the key things as well, that if you're not shooting on Instagram, don't shoot on a vertical side, definitely shoot in the horizontal side. And that's it. When it comes to video and content and consistency, just make sure that you are looking at the camera, you have equipment, which is your phone, position yourself well, and make sure that you're always delivering when you are intending to deliver so that your audience can follow you. Thank you so much.
So far, we have learned about customer experience, content and video marketing, and of course, social media. But email continues to be the most popular and efficient marketing medium. So much so that over 60 billion marketing emails are sent out every single day. Unfortunately, more than 50% of these emails are marked as spam. And as we know, spam is not just bad for customer experience, it's actually illegal. So in the next few minutes, I will give you a few points and tips about how you can effectively run an email marketing campaign without breaking the bank or the law.
The first point I have for you is segment your contact database.
What I mean by that is, in your database, you may have lots of contacts, but refrain from the temptation of sending every single email to all of your contacts. Instead, you should be segmenting your audience based on their preferences and certain parameters, so that you will never spam any member of your database and you will only be able to reach them with very relevant emails. The next topic is about getting the basics right. Every email has a subject, some preview text, and a body. If you do not craft your email perfectly to suit your audience's requirements, your email can be ignored or even worse, deleted. For instance, if you have a boring subject line or a clickbaity content, that's not going to work with your audience. Similarly, make sure that your messaging is spot on and you have a really strong call to action. The next point I would like to emphasize on is something I refer to as the cardinal sin of marketing, which is not focusing on the outcomes. Oftentimes we send out an email campaign and forget about it, but you should constantly analyze your campaign results and you should optimize for better open rates and click-through rates. And also remember that a single email may not have the desired impact. That's why you should have an email workflow where different emails are triggered based on the action of the user, like a click or an open, or if the email is not opened. And to do this, you would need an email automation tool like Adobe Campaign Manager. And if you are an Ingram Micro customer, you can use our go-to-market hub completely free of cost. The final tip I would like to offer is called less is more. What I mean by that is, if an element of an email makes it look more attractive, don't overdo it. For instance, don't overload your emails with images and fancy graphics. Be restrained in your approach and let the content shine through. I hope with these tips, you will be able to create email campaigns that are effective and successful. Lastly, I would like to address a very important question. Is email marketing still relevant in 2020? Especially when there are so many alternatives like instant messaging, social media, and apps. The answer is a resounding yes. Email continues to be the most impactful communication medium, and if done properly, email marketing can really help your marketing campaign become very successful. I hope you enjoyed all of the content that we had for you, and you will be able to use this to craft successful marketing campaigns and stand out from your competition. On behalf of the Ingram Micro APAC marketing team, I thank you for your attention and wish you all the best.